first assignment out of the United States. I never imagined going to Canada. I imagined going places like Mexico, Africa, or maybe even somewhere in the Middle East, but Canada never really crossed my mind. Another thing I couldn't predict, the kind of service I'd be dedicating my career to was securing individuals with abilities. Some people around here called them SCPs, most called them mutants. I'm no doctor, but I could have sworn that the word mutant or mutation was supposed to be a good thing, from what I remember from biology class in the 7th grade. To me, it just seems so off. How did we as a species get from men chucking spears at mammoths to shooting lasers out of our faces? The idea seems neat in a storybook, but once you've seen it in real life, it changes a person. 1 month here, and I've already seen enough to have the most religious priest start to question his faith. From seeing animal men to mind benders to what I am more than certain is a space alien. Couldn't be too sure. I didn't get a good look at it. But if we were meant to evolve, to move things with our minds or turn our skin into metal at will, I can only imagine how fast everyone would just end up killing one another until there's nothing left. At first, considering the state of this place, I wasn't too sure about how to feel about my new position, but now I'm glad to see there are places that can care for and contain these sorts of people. People with too much power to know what to do with.
Private Thomas, Private Kirby.
Yes, sir.
Private Kirby, escort me to the entrance of this facility. Thomas, remain at your post. Private Anderson will stand guard with you here until Private Kirby and I return with Colonel Stryker to deliver a new asset. Be prepared to open these doors upon our arrival.
Yes, sir.
Private Kirby, with me.
Yes, sir.
Oh, one other thing. Be prepared to use your stun batons as well, if necessary. From what I've heard, this new asset is quite aggressive.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Thomas, right?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to see what it's like to work around here, you know?
Oh, well, I don't think we're supposed to be talking while on duty.
Oh, yeah, I know, but I found conversating around here to be very helpful. Sometimes I get lost in this big place, and a small conversation every once in a while helps make it not so scary,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. So when did you start?
Well, about 4 days ago, I arrived out in the middle of a snowstorm. I was escorted inside, and it was like the temperature barely raised. I was still breathing fog when they was telling us where we'd be sleeping. My mama made me pack a sleeping bag when I went in the army, so thank mama and God she thought of that. Cause all I was told was we was going someplace cold in Canada. Never imagined I'd have to survive the cold in a military base. Anyways, after they trained me for 2 days, they said, although it's underground, it's a big place and not to get lost in it. I actually did get lost a couple times, and so far, I've seen some strange things. Things I only seen on the TV or a comic book. And they told me they're keeping mutants here. But for what? I don't know. But it's freaky.
They're keeping them here for observation and study. To keep them in a safe place away from the normal people back home.
What, like a rehab center?
I don't think so. All I've seen them do is just lock them up and then special doctors come in to see them.
Really? Wow. I guess they're doing real sciencey stuff back there. Are they that dangerous?
Oh, yeah. I've seen an SCP start to move the bones in his body to make himself go on all fours. Looked like a spider or something. And a woman who electrocuted one of our own just by touching him. They threw her into a rubber room to prevent her from touching anything that could carry a current.
Wow. Did he make it?
Well, last I checked, electrocution meant death by electricity, so no.
Damn.
I don't know what exactly they're doing here with mutants. But if they have a place to hold them so others can be protected, I think I can get behind that.
Protection.
What?
Man, I don't know how long you've been a part of the military, but if protection's their true intention, then I'll be a monkey's uncle.
I'm not following.
Well, think about it. You got people locked up in an underground place to where some people can bend elements to their will. People shocking other people to death and moving bones like it's nothing. That to me sounds like a waste if they aren't gonna use them for something. Otherwise, why keep them locked up somewhere secret?
You mean like weapons?
Not like. Exactly what I'm thinking. You know, I grew up on a farm, and right next to our farm, we had a neighboring farm that had chickens and small pigs. Every once in a while, a fox came in and either snuck away with a chicken, or he'd find a dead bird or baby pig slaughtered in the barn. So what he did was collect dogs he found on the land. They weren't pound puppies or anything, but dogs that knew the land, you know? Scavengers, stalkers, survivors. He told us that he took in strays that were strong, some being very quiet to really aggressive, and he kept them all in one place just to get used to the smell and the taste of foxes he'd catch once in a while. And he fed the dogs real good at night if they chowed down hard on a fox corpse, especially if they got violent with it. When he was good and ready, he let the dogs loose. Sometimes they walk away from the farm to hunt, and sometimes they stay right on the land, waiting for night to come. And when that sun go down, let me tell you, every night was a hunting night. Sometimes the dogs that stayed put went into hiding, and sometimes some of the dogs that left came back. In the morning, our neighbor would walk out and find some of the dogs chowing down or fighting over a fox carcass. Never had a chicken or pig gone missing or dead again.
Oh my.
Yeah. From what I understand, the military ain't gonna let something so strong go down easily if they can help it. Why do you think they made that guy Captain America?
Captain America? But that guy was just a mascot and a movie star, wasn't he?
Oh no, that guy was the real deal. My granddaddy said he fought with him, and he moved like nothing he'd ever seen before. So self-assured about every move he made that he was exactly what the American army were looking for in their pursuit of the perfect soldier, he said. And not just that, everyone wanted their own Captain America too. Every country tried to make more super soldiers, but whatever Captain America was, he was too dang special. If anybody he was fighting against ever caught him, nobody was ever gonna kill him unless they needed to.
Whoa, I never thought about it like that, but he does have a point. Countries are always looking to make better soldiers, especially now with the Reds ready to strike at any moment. It does make sense. Who knows? What if they even have their own alkali lake? And what if their politicians are mutants in disguise? There's so much to think about.
Man, who's to say who wants to do with what as they please? But I tell you this, if my neighbor taught me anything, it's that regardless of what something is or where it came from, whether it's unnatural or not, it'd be a damn shame to let something so useful go to waste. Especially when you need it.
Yeah, that makes quite a lot of sense when you put it like that.
I mean, I know we're not at war with the Russians, but anything could happen between them and us. Since we matched them in our arsenal, anything could happen within seconds from now. And you bet they're gonna be preparing for the unexpected too, now with these mutants popping up everywhere. Hell, I've heard through the grapevine that the Reds are working on their own Captain America right now. And I even got the code name too.
Really? What is it?
Come closer. Ready?
Private, 10 hut!
Yes, sir!
Social time is over. Open the doors. Colonel Stryker, where would you like him?
What the hell is this? Where am I?
Put him in the corner, right over there.
Hey, what are you doing? Tell me what's going on here. Hey, I'm talking to you. I said, tell me what's going on.
Private, batons!
Open the door, pipsqueak, or I'm gonna break your pencil.
Certainly is a fighter, isn't he? He'll need to be. You two.
Yes, sir!
You two seem like you could use some work on staying focused at your posts. For your unannounced free period, you've earned yourself some homework assignments in the form of spending the night with the asset. Tonight's lesson: discipline. Private, name?
Thomas, sir.
Last name?
Yes, sir.
And your sidekick?
Anderson, sir.
Congratulations, Thomas. You get first watch. Anderson here will get the next one. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. If it acts up again, review the lesson you're learning tonight. It heals fast, so don't hold anything back. It looks like it's dead. It'll be fine.
Yes, sir.
Everyone except Private Thomas, out! School is in session.
Best let me out of here, kid. Or this is gonna get real ugly. Real fast. You hear me, kid? I ain't just talking about me. You're not safe in a place like this. I bet it ain't even on the map. If anything happens here, ain't no one's gonna know how you ended up dead.
Quiet.
What are they stashing here? I'm smelling things they haven't told you about. I'm hearing big things next door that you couldn't handle on your own.
I said be quiet.
If something happens here, you're gonna be on your own, bub. And no one is gonna watch your six when something you ain't expecting is coming for you in the shadows. I'm smelling some dangerous things in here, Bob. But I can guarantee that I am much scarier.
I know. You are dangerous. And now it's my job to make sure dangerous things like you are kept in check.